Hi, I'm Jean Hausman, and this is the teaching today called Everybody's Welcome. The teaching entails welcoming and loving and accepting parts of ourselves that we normally find we don't love, we don't want. We try to change. We wish we weren't like that. We want no one to find out. Those are the parts that we absolutely have to bring out, bring them to the light, and start to accept this. It's not a weakness, it's not a defeat, and interesting and paradoxically, this is actually what will change it. It's when we pretend it's not there, deny it or suppress it. It's when, and here's a big one in our culture, it's when we blame. It's when we assign someone else responsibility for the emotional content of my life, my responses, and my reactions. That's my work. If I want something different, it's up to me to do my work. I can't rearrange and arrange everybody out there to do it exactly as I want, to say it, to, whatever it is we get so offended by or upset by or whatever. It doesn't work. And I think we all know that. The practice is not hard. The practice takes practice. The, opening part to this is that we need to set an intention, a sincere intention, to commit to being very, very honest, not denying anything we might run into. And the second one is a perseverance, kind of an opening. When we hang on to these reactions, rage, anger, fear, jealousy, anything, we're like this, we're constricted. Nothing light can come in. This is a practice to open, open, open. Very gentle practice. So how do we do it? Okay, we've set the intention, and maybe you're going to pick, anger. I'm going to walk you through it. Annoyed, anger, and resentment. They kind of are branches of a tree that I've worked with. Like resentment, I feel put out. Anger, it should have been different. Annoyed, same thing. Why isn't it the way I wanted it? So, those undercurrents are operating within me. So you just don't know what might trigger it to show up, but something does. And the first thing you will notice is an emotion, and always there'll be a tightening, there'll be a gripping. You might even hold your breath. So second thing is to quickly as possible start to watch the thoughts that come through. I promise you, they will be negative thoughts. They will be very critical, they will be judgmental, they will be hateful, they will be mean, and on and on and on. So you start to watch them, because those thoughts actually then create more emotion. And I'm pretty sure this is an experience across the board where we have worked ourselves up into quite a stew and anger. And these are the kinds of things that then people don't talk to each other for years. These things can get a life of their own. So we catch it, we watch our thoughts, and secondly, now we see these thoughts. So once we start to watch them, we do actually start to separate just a little bit from the event, because we've given ourselves a job, another job than reacting, okay? A job to report something back to me. So here we are, and we are now noticing where it is in our body. Is my body real tense? Is it in my shoulders, in my solar plexus? Where is it? Where's the energy? So now we take that and use our breath, try to feel where the energy is. So by doing this again, we have slowed down the thoughts. We've sort of tricked this side of us and given it something else to focus on. So, it's my whole body. Third thing, I welcome that anger. I welcome this resentment. I welcome this tension. I welcome this judgment. Simple. Now you might be thinking, oh, of course I don't welcome that. I don't want that part of me. And that's just the irony of this. This is actually once that part of you, Jung called it the shadow, is not despised and hated and thrown aside, it actually starts to behave better. It's very, very interesting. I think it's our effort and grace, that just grows our heart then. So our last sentence is, I let go of the need for this to be any different than it is. I let go of the need for this person to be any different than they are. I welcome this, and you can do it 2 or 3 times. You might have to work with it several times, but this far beats feeling guilty, feeling like you're a failure because you can't stop doing this. Any of those things just don't serve you. Okay, I think if there's any questions, please email me. This is a shorter version of this, of course, because this is a short video. There's more to it, which I will be bringing more information about this, but you have a good start. So my prayer for you today is you know how profoundly valued you are and your own unique gifts to bring out into the world, and how deeply and tenderly you are loved by the divine. God bless.